Okay, let's figure out where this leaves us. It's probably not going to be anywhere good. Wait.
I just realized something.
What's that?
When we were looking at the security footage earlier, we were just looking for live feeds. We were trying to figure out where the others are.
Right.
What they were up to, if they were alive, and so on.
Can we see archived
But
feeds?
we totally forgot that security systems like this can do more than show you live footage. Are you following me?
Yeah. You're talking about stuff that's been recorded, right? Footage of the past. If they store that, we might be able to see it.
Yeah. I don't know how much luck we'll have, but it's worth a shot.
Definitely. What do we do?
Leave that to me.
Super hacker! You know how to use this thing?
Well, it was designed so that a human could operate it.
So it can't be that hard.
That means there's a logic to how it's set up. A computer computes, a calculator calculates, and an automobile mobiles.
Wiser words have never been spoken.
Everything's designed to do something, and once you know what, you can start guessing how. Once you start to figure out how to get it to do things, it's just a question of playing with it until it does the things you want it to.
That still sounds utterly ridiculous, but it actually makes sense.
See?
Monitoring video data. Looks like this is it. Good work.
Knock it off.
Someone examine these folders and see if you can tell what they're named. Oh, I see there's one down there that's Golem download data. That's the designation for the golem we were talking to. See if you see any other words you recognize.
Makes it sound like you're better than me or something.
I'm not saying that. In fact, I'm not saying that. That's not true. Wait, what the heck is this? Everything says no data. Must mean there's no data.
Let's check the log. Damn it. This isn't good.
Access denied.
Looks like all the video data was removed before we got here.
111111. By 0?
That would be my guess. All it says here is administrator.
Ooh. Damn. Well, that's a little frustrating. That footage could have told us a lot.
Yeah. It might have given us what we need to figure out who the killer is, too. The camera in room 2 in the crew quarters would have recorded what happened to Alice and Luna. Same for the old woman in the warehouse. And if there was a recording of us being carried into the AB rooms, we could have even figured out who Zero Senior is.
It's no wonder that the footage was deleted. Hey, what's this?
You want to open it?
Yeah. I want to contribute something to this computing expedition.
It says Golem status.
That should be the system logs of those robots. I told you about them in the pantry, remember?
Yeah. You mean the room full of robots on the other side of the green door?
Yeah. Okay. What's the golem running data?
Here we go.
Shoot. Whoa. Miku. Ada. Yoshi. Bear. Miko. Akio. List. Apple. Kind. Party. Gems. Dagon. B5H1. S-Boy. Dwa 80. AR-45, that's a gun. So... Sony? No. Bona?
Looks like it.
Guess there isn't anything we can... Wait a second.
What is it?
We can scroll down the list. There's a scroll bar. Try scrolling. B514... OTKU, Otaku, H397, Heads, MO7L. Okay, I'm gonna stop trying to read these now. They're getting less namey and more just numbers. Golem is active. It has data available. Hey, that golem we met is still functional.
What do you mean? I thought you told me Gollum, or whatever his name was, started spitting smoke and keeled over.
Well, his physical form did. But his full self was stored in the cloud. But he said that what passes for a golem's brain, I guess, was in the main computer. Only his body was disabled. His brain is probably still functioning. Can we see his logs?
Already on it. Here you are.
Then, try the one that says cache. Let's just explore folders. What? This means nothing to me. These file names all just seem like random characters. Whatever. Just pick one and open it, I guess.
Sure. This is...
What? Yeah, that's what I thought. It's probably from right after K decked. Oh. We'll be tossed into that white door on the left in a minute. Oh. He did say that he had downloaded stuff. Just watch. Ooh. See? Fi gets gently carried while I just get dragged.
interesting.
K's a polite robot.
This is the footage the Golem pulled from the main server. The original data was deleted.
Oh.
Looks like the stuff he pulled is still here.
Oh, exactly.
So, if we go back through these files...
Sneaky bugger. Is that why he got deactivated? Because he was doing unauthorized stuff? Yeah. We might be able to figure out who the killer is. Maybe even who Zero Senior is.
Nice. Great work, Sigma.
Oh, I didn't do it. Golem did. Come on, I told you I would need you kissing my ass. Besides, it's not like I really did anything. To be perfectly honest. Started going through the rest of the files. Security footage showed Kay and Dio clearly passing through the white door on the far right.
Good. Looks like they're both fine.
That just leaves 10 Myoji, Clover, and Quark. They are probably not fine. I opened my mouth to continue, and then it happened. My vision suddenly blurred, and shaking my head did nothing to clear it. Oh. I staggered, my balance gone. Oh no. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, what? Why is she talking like that? She sounds like someone's playing a tape of her voice all sped up. What is going on here? Can't understand what she's saying. Why is she moving so fast? It's like watching a video on fast forward. What the hell is... Wait. Could it be me? Maybe my brain is slowing down somehow. So it just looks like everything is speeding up? I still couldn't make out what she was saying, so I just nodded weakly. My eyes drifted shut as I tried to sort out what was happening to me. I woke up several minutes later. When I opened my eyes, the first thing I saw was the ceiling of the security office. I sat up slowly, rubbing tenderly at my head. Fi, who had been sitting in front of one of the monitors, stood up and walked over as soon as she heard me move.
You okay?
Her voice sounded normal again. And she wasn't moving strangely either. whatever had been happening seemed to have stopped. I let out a quiet sigh of relief. Yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
You sure?
Yeah.
That's good. You really looked like you'd lost it for a minute there.
Well, I seem to have found it again. Thank goodness for that. This is the security office. Maybe they got all lost and found.
Your sanity's pretty easy to miss. Surprised anyone found it, let alone turned it in. Well, looks like I don't have anything to worry about.
Yeah. I think I must just be getting tired. I'm surprised you didn't catch up to me sooner.
I hope that's all it is.
I don't think that's all it is.
You haven't caught a disease or something, have you?
Lord, I hope not. Just a moment, I thought of Radical 6. But I didn't want to worry 5. I didn't have to. Better to stay quiet about it.
Well, you're looking a lot better, so I can stop worrying, right?
What are you, my mom?
Fine. No more check-ins.
Okay. Thanks, Mom.
Anyway, I figured something out while you were resting. Come have a look at this.
Oh? What is it?
Footage from room 2 in the crew quarters. The room where we found Alice and Luna. I dug it out of Gollum's cache.
When was this recorded?
You'll see in a minute.
Up there on the right. That looks like some sort of time code.
Can you figure it out?
Nope. Just a bunch of numbers. Can't make heads or tails of it.
Yeah. The central server seems to be using its own time system. Files appear to be named based on that system. They might as well be random to you and me, which made it pretty hard to find this gem.
Oh, hi, Kay. Huh? Oh, it's Kay.
Yeah.
Yeah. He looks at his bracelet here, probably checking how much time is left.
I'll just pause that and magnify it.
Oh, okay, 21 minutes. I wonder if the timestamps that the files are named by is Julian time. I was trying to rack my brain to figure out where I've seen that sort of decimal timestamp format before, and I'm pretty sure that is what it is. It's Julian time, right? That means this footage is from 21 minutes before the primary doors opened, right? I might, if I'm feeling ambitious enough, I might try and break down some of the times on here and see if they actually convert to something in Julian time.
Exactly.
That sentence flowed right by. Before the primary doors. That would have been the white doors in this case, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay, so we're only flashing back to that.
After Kay leaves this room, it's about 2 minutes before he comes back with you and me.
There were 20 minutes on the clock when we met up with him, right? That means what we're seeing here is Kay 1 minute before he saw us.
Right.
When he was trying to resuscitate Luna? That means this is right after he tried to resuscitate Luna.
Yeah, if you believe him.
Hmm.
The footage here doesn't show any of that.
Are there any other angles?
I looked around, but I couldn't find one. The only stuff left is shot from this position. Even so,
It's distressing.
I think we've gotten our hands on something important.
I mean that this is a record of what happened right around the time of Luna's death, right?
Exactly.
Can we see what happened before this?
Are you ready?
Oh no. Yeah.
Okay. Let's keep going.
I don't
I'll move back
necessarily
to the
like
start of this file so we can see it in chronological order. Let's say this is 0 hours, 0 minutes. After all, It's not like we know what time it actually is.
Right.
So, this is the start of our footage.
There's no one here.
Yeah. About a minute goes by before anyone shows up.
Wait. How do you know it's been a minute?
This.
Oh, right. Oh, that's the hourglass we used earlier.
Yeah. If I play it back at normal speed, I can measure time using this hourglass. Then I just add the time from the hourglass, and that's how far in we are.
Huh. Clever. Oh. Someone's coming in. Oh. Clover and Luna. Luna! Is that Clover behind her?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
This is 0 hours 1 minute. Right now you and I are talking to Dio in the Floor B warehouse. With the time frame we've established, calculating what we're doing is pretty easy.
Oh? What's going on? Are they fighting? No, it's not really a fight. It looks like Clover's just going off on Luna. Luna's just staying silent and listening to her.
Yeah.
Can we hear them? Is there an audio track?
Want to listen to it?
I'm not so sure. What the hell is this?
Don't know. The audio data must have been transcoded into something else.
Well, we won't be able to understand anything in that.
Seen enough? I'm going to fast forward a little bit.
Huh?
Clover's interrogation goes on for a while, but it's all pretty much the same thing. Now, at 0 hours 10 minutes, things suddenly change.
Wow, you timed 10 minutes? 4 seconds at a time?
Here.
Hey, they're gone. As I watched, Clover moved steadily closer to Luna, who backed away almost as if she were frightened. Clover continued her advance until she disappeared below the bottom edge of the screen. Is there another? Ah, no, you said this was it.
Yeah. This is the only one that I found. Shouldn't be too hard to guess what happened after you've seen the next part, though.
Oh, bye. Clover left. I just did a murder. She looked like she was kind of panicking.
Yeah. This is about a minute and 40 seconds after they both left the frame. So 0 hours, 11 minutes, 40 seconds.
Only Clover left. Luna's still in the room. That means...
Hold on. Wait until you've seen the whole thing before you start deducing. At 0 hours, 12 minutes, another person comes in, just missing her.
Dio! He's disappeared too. Down below the bottom of the frame. Oh. What's he up to?
I don't know. But I'm pretty sure that whatever it was, he doesn't want us to know about it.
Why?
Remember what he said when you asked him about Quark?
How the fuck would I know? I've been here.
Oh. He lying. Why you always lying? Why you always lying? You saying he was lying. Oh my god, why the fuck you always lying, Dio? He was in the Floor B warehouse the whole time. He went to the crew quarters after we left him.
Yeah. So what would have been important enough for him to lie about it? We should consider that it might have been something bad.
Whatever it was. It happened during this time.
Yeah, I think so.
Pretty safe to say. Alright, now he's left. And it looks like he left in a hurry.
Maybe he heard a noise.
Like what? Like
The
Kay?
cyan door opening?
Yeah?
Now, 10 seconds after Dio leaves, a fourth person shows up.
Kay did say he heard a high-pitched scream. So naturally that was Dio, right?
That brings us to 0 hours, 13 minutes, 10 seconds.
And that's Kay. Hi, Kay. It's Kay. Ah. When he heard Kay open the cyan door, he panicked. Whatever he was up to, he didn't want Kay to catch him at it.
And then Kay disappears too.
Oh. Yeah, below the bottom of the frame. Just like the others.
If Kay was telling the truth, this is where he begins to try and resuscitate Luna.
Don't you dare crash. Oh, you fucking crashed. You son of a bitch. Okay, I think this is where we got back here. Yeah,
Anyway,
time saves.
Nothing happens for the next 16 minutes.
Okay. Well, he did say he was at this for a while.
It's just this. So I'll fast forward, alright?
Sure.
Alright. Should be around here. One sec. Okay. You should see something you recognize in a minute here.
Okay. There's Kay coming in from the bottom of the frame. And he's checking the time on his bracelet. So we've come full circle, huh?
Yeah. We're back to 21 minutes before the primary doors open. For our arbitrary time code, that's 0 hours and 29 minutes. 1 minute later, at 0 hours 30 minutes, Kay heads to the Floor A warehouse.
Once he gets there, he'll tell us about Luna's death. Okay. Don't necessarily
That's all the
see an
footage I
issue.
wanted to show you. I've looked at it carefully,
I wasn't expecting the Dio interruption.
and I think it has something to tell us.
You thought the killer was Clover, but it was me, Dio! You mean who killed Luna, right?
Well, I can't say for sure. This footage makes for pretty shaky evidence. But it does suggest a very likely culprit. Who do you think it is?
Right over the footage in my head. 0 hours 1 minute. Clover and Luna enter the room. For 9 minutes, Clover aggressively questions Luna. 0 hours 10 minutes. They both move out of frame. 0 hours 11 minutes, 40 seconds. Clover exits the room. The gun got left behind. 0 hours 12 minutes. Dio enters the room. Dio also immediately exits the frame. Oh, it seems like that Dio was up to no good during this period. 13 minutes, Dio exits the room. He was only in there for a minute. 13 minutes, 10 seconds, Kay enters the room. Kay also disappears from the camera's field of view. At this point, there are 16 minutes where nothing happens. If we follow Kay's testimony, Kay was attempting to give CPR. 0 hours 29 minutes, Kay enters the frame. Looks at his bracelet. It says 21 minutes, the remaining time until the primary door is open. There seems to be only one conclusion. The person who killed Luna is... Oh. Interesting. We have a choice to make. Clover, it's Dio, or it's Kay. I still think it's Clover, but is Clover even alright at this point, too? Give us any type of answer to refute the accusation, pretty much. I feel like Dio has a reasonable reason I'm trying to remember when we actually took the Alice's bracelet. If we had taken it before then, that would explain what Dio came looking for. Because Dio did acknowledge that I still think it's obvious enough that it's Clover. Just gonna save again. And I'm not even gonna... Clover.
What makes you think so? Luna could still have been alive after Clover left the room. Dio and Kay both went into the room after Clover. Either of them could have killed Luna too.
That footage alone isn't enough to tell us who the killer is. If we take one other thing into account, then the case against Clover gets a lot stronger.
And what is that element?
Dio's behavior at the White Doors. Kay wanted us to enter the White Doors. I told him I wouldn't leave 3 people to die. Do you remember what Dio said?
Use your fucking head for once. You're gonna get us killed.
He obviously knew that only you and I would be going through the door. Do you get it?
Yeah. He knew he had Luna's bracelet, which means he also knew Luna was dead. Is that what you're getting at?
Exactly. If he didn't know she was dead, he would never have said that. But when Kay suggested we go through the doors, he would have brought it up. Where the fuck's Luna? That's impossible. How are they supposed to get through there without Luna? Oh, yeah. He didn't even mention her. Like he didn't expect her to be there. Why would he do that? I can only think of 2 reasons. One, that when Dio entered that room, Luna was already dead. Or 2, he killed Luna himself. The second one doesn't seem likely, though. If Dio had killed Luna, he probably would have made a point to hide that. Guessing he probably would have asked where she was. Where's Luna? Sigma and Phi won't be able to get through the White Doors without her. Yeah, that makes sense. That is sound logic. He seems like the kind of guy who'd go out of his way to feign ignorance of a crime he committed. In this case, though, he said nothing. It doesn't clear him, of course. It does make it a lot less likely that he was the killer. If he wasn't the killer, then we're left with only one other option.
When Dio entered the room, Luna was already dead.
Right, which rules out Kay. Yeah, that's how I see it. And Dio immediately left because he's a snake and a coward.
Interesting. That's pretty much what I thought too. And it does seem like Clover had a motive.
You mean what Alice noticed?
Yes. The movement of the A-B rooms convinced Alice that Luna had killed the old woman. Once Clover realized that, she probably started to think that Luna had killed Alice to keep her from telling anyone else the truth.
Yes.
She probably led Luna to the crew quarters to confront her. Maybe she hoped seeing Alice's corpse would cause Luna to confess. Maybe she knew something we don't. But Clover didn't get what she wanted. Luna didn't confess. Then, during her interrogation, something happened. It's hard to say what.
Big injection
Luna might
gun?
have said something that set Clover off. Or maybe she admitted to a crime she didn't commit just to get Clover to stop. Whatever it was, something happened that drove Clover to murder.
When did Clover get the injection gun?
I would guess after she went through the yellow door. She would have been
infirmary.
exploring the infirmary with Alice and Kay. That seems the most likely place to find it. Anyway, this is all just a theory, right?
A game theory.
We don't have any proof, so keep it quiet, okay?
No, I'm not gonna go there. Game theory's trash. A nonery theory. Yeah, I know. Oh, there was one last thing. Was there any other footage that showed anything?
No. Nothing to tell us where Clover, Tenmyoji, and Quark went.
So nothing current, in other words.
And nothing about the old woman or Alice's murders either.
So Zero Senior's identity.
Still unknown.
Okay. Well, let's go find Clover. I guess we're not gonna know the truth until we get it straight from the horse's mouth. Assuming anyone from that trio is still alive.
I wonder if Clover's even alive.
She is. She has to be.
I sure
Right.
hope so.
Right? Okay, where are we going? Oh, okay, we're just going straight up. Fair enough. Elevator doors. Yeah, push the fuck out of that button. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Oh yeah. Chromatic door. Well, let's go back to Warehouse A. See what's going on. Well, no one's here.
Yeah. Alright, let's start looking. We'll go through the crew quarters and work our way toward the elevator. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
You search rooms 1 and 2. I'll take 3 and 4.
Got it. Nothing. Nope. Alice. Luna. Most horrible thing about death is how it turns a person into a thing. It's a thing that looks like your friend, but it's not them anymore. Just this strange, cold shell, and every time you look at it, you feel a little of that coldness creeping in around the edges of your soul. That's Deep Sigma. Seeing death puts a heavy ball of lead in your stomach that just sits there, poisoning you. You turned and left the room.
No good. There's no one in 3 or 4. What about yours?
Same. Nobody in them. Except Alice and Luna. I'm not sure if that's a disappointed sigh or an exasperated sigh. That face looked more exasperated than sad. The lead ball pressed against the inside of my abdomen. I leaned back against the wall and let out a long, weary sigh.
What's wrong?
Whoop!
You need to get it together. What are we doing right now?
Looking for the others.
Right. I know how you feel, but sitting around being miserable isn't gonna help anybody. Let's go.
Yeah, you're right. If I turn and head for the door at the far end, I heaved myself up off the wall and followed. Why is it quiet? First thing I felt was that strange cold sweat of terror. My stomach clenched in protest, pushing a wave of bile and nausea up into my throat. Lead ball turned to ice, and my legs began to tremble under its weight before they finally gave way and collapsed. They were dead. I could feel it the moment I looked at them. I didn't want to believe it. They couldn't be dead. Perhaps they were just sleeping. A cool, limp feel of their skin under my shaking fingers dashed any hope I had left. I wrapped a trembling hand around the end of the bed and hauled myself up onto it. Even when I closed my eyes, I could still see them. My heart hammered away at my ribs. My chest felt so tight I could barely breathe. I forced myself to take long, deep breaths. Finally, I opened my eyes.
They were in a blind spot.
What?
The security camera. Remember how we didn't see anything in the real-time feed in the security room?
Ah, yeah. I guess the partition was in the way.
Yeah.
Shit. They're handcuffed together.
Yeah. Whoever did this really didn't want them going anywhere. The
Shit.
chain's been looped around the pipe below the sink.
It would have been trapped here when the doors closed. Why?
Look. See the red marks on their wrists?
They were struggling.
They were trying to get the handcuffs off.
So you're saying it wasn't one of them that did this?
Probably not.
Oh, Jesus. There's a cut on Ten Myoji's left hand. Oh. That looks suspiciously like a knife cut. Looks like it's probably from a knife or something similar. Must have been deep.
And the blood on his clothes probably came from that wound.
Oof.
I don't see any others, at least. If this was the only one, it doesn't look fatal. I don't think he died from this cut.
The penalty. When the primary doors closed, they couldn't get to them. The needles in their bracelets activated and...
Yeah. You can see the marks on their wrists from where they were injected.
Oh, shit.
The tuberculin must have killed them.
You think that's why they were handcuffed to the sink?
They wouldn't have been able to get through the white doors without Quark. Someone wanted to use the penalty to kill them. They didn't need to tie them up.
Yeah, you've got a point. What's wrong?
I take back what I just said.
You find something?
Yeah.
Fly bent down to pick something up and handed it to me. A cyan bracelet. Quarks. This was Quarks.
Correct. It has 9 BP,
Fuck.
too. There's no mistake.
What is Quark's bracelet doing here? Wait, no, hold on. Quark's bracelet is here, then that means... Where is Quark? Quark is dead.
Your heart stops. Your bracelet comes off.
No. No. This can't be happening. Not Quark.
Hey, Sigma, calm down. Just because his bracelet's off doesn't mean Quark's dead.
What? Maybe his heart restarted, but...
In fact, this could be good news. A ray of hope.
Ray of hope?
Yeah. If Quark still had his bracelet on, then he would have ended up like Tenmyoji and Clover.
Oh.
But he's not wearing it.
How did he...
That means he might have managed to avoid getting injected with tuberculin.
You mean the bracelet came off before the doors closed?
Yeah.
That's impossible. Zero Jr. told us that they only come off when your heart stops. Or when you escape.
Maybe he got out then.
Right, he's got 9 BP. Wait, so you're saying he escaped, then came back and left his bracelet here? No, that's impossible too. Zero Jr. said that the number 9 door only opens once. Even if he was able to get outside, he couldn't come back in.
Why do you have to be so pessimistic?
Just trying to be realistic.
Have you actually seen Quark dead? Huh?
No. I haven't seen Quark anything in a long time.
You need to think positive, Sigma.
In at least 4 videos ago, I think we saw it.
Reality is what we believe it to be.
Really? Reality's looking quite grim. So you're saying this is what we wanted to happen? I just wanted to be friends with Luna. That's all. Why did this happen?
That's enough!
Jesus.
Quark is definitely alive. He has to be. He has to be. I refuse to believe he isn't. I can't let an innocent kid like that get killed.
Wanted to ask if she meant Clover and Tenmyuji weren't innocent, and I deserved to die, but swallowed my words. Fighting wasn't going to help us. All I could do was hope that Phi was right. Perhaps Quark was still alive. Perhaps. What are you doing?
Examining their bodies.
What else could we
Tenmyuji first.
possibly learn? Why?
Clues.
Okay. What kind of clues? I'll know when I find them, Sigma, you fucking idiot.
To who might have killed them.
Yeah.
Finding Quark's bracelet tells us something. If the killer saw it, that would make for an obvious motive.
With Quark's bracelet, Clover and Tenmyuji would have been able to go through the white doors. Oh, yeah. The killer handcuffed them to the sink to prevent that.
Right. That's my guess, at least.
Why? Oh.
That's odd.
What's wrong?
I can't find anything. I should have found something.
What?
You remember when we ran into Tenmyuji
Oh, the
in the rec room?
luminol. Did Tenmyuji test someone for luminol? Figure out, get a reaction, and then...
He sprayed our wrists with luminol. I'm sure I saw him pull the spray bottle out of his pocket.
And now you can't find it.
Right.
Do you think the killer took it?
I don't know. I'm gonna take a look at Clover, too. Give me a minute.
Phi knelt down next to Clover as she spoke, began to gingerly examine her corpse. And after a moment, I saw her hands stop.
Look. See your thigh? Doesn't it look like there's something written there?
Yeah, it does.
Sorry, I'll have to move your leg a little bit.
It's written in blood. Must be Tenmyuji's.
It says 016.
What does that mean?
Hang on. I feel like I've seen that somewhere.
016.
016.
I mean, I'm seeing something else in that, but
016.
I'm curious to see where this is going.
I know I've seen it somewhere.
Where have we? Phi?
It's no use. Can't remember.
Don't get my hopes up like that.
Anyway, these numbers have to have something to do with the killer. She must have written them after she got hit with a soparil. There would have been a few minutes before she went all the way under when she could have done something. I think she probably used those last minutes to tell the rest of us who killed her.
016, huh? Maybe, but the only people who could have done it were Kay and Dio. It wasn't one of us, I mean.
No. There's also Quark.
Yeah? That is technically true.
I mean, I'm not saying he did it, just...
saying there's a lot that makes that a ridiculous proposition. It sounds ridiculous, but yet it doesn't sound out of the question. Damn it. This is hopeless. Can't keep up anymore. Anything here is a goddamn mystery. Like, what about that old woman we found? Who killed her? Moving to the AB room makes Luna seem the most suspicious. When would she have done it? And we don't have a good explanation for why she would have wrapped the knife up in the handkerchief. Unless... I mean, the only explanation is that the killer and the person who moved the box aren't the same person. That's the only explanation I have. And then, of course, now Luna's dead, too. The killer stuffed the handkerchief into a gap there, and then someone else moved the AB room. So who could have killed her? The footage from the security camera, paired with Dio's behavior, makes Clover seem like the most likely suspect. Now we'll never know for sure. Alice's killer is a complete mystery. I don't know what the hell 016 is supposed to mean. The way it's written, I feel like we really do, though. I feel like we really do. I don't have any idea where Quark's gone. What the hell does any of this mean? Who killed everyone? Was it Zero? Zero Senior? And who is Zero Senior? What the hell does he want? Why does this game even exist? Why did they kidnap us and bring us here? While we're at it, where is this? When is this? While we're at it, how is this? Mysteries, mysteries, mysteries. I feel like my head's about to explode. Please, Vi, give me something, anything. A clue, a hint. Come on, you've got to have something. I can read what the numbers are spelling out. I have a feeling that we're gonna get locked here.
The luminol.
Eh? Huh? Oh, maybe
I
not
think
yet.
there's a very good chance someone took the spray bottle out of Tenmyoji's pocket.
Okay, but how is that important?
Well, let me ask you this.
Tenmyoji was testing everybody,
Why do you think they took it?
so they could test for blood?
What would they need to do in order to do that?
Go to the rec room. Just need to spray the bottle at whatever they wanted to test.
That's it?
Black light? No, wait, you're right. Luminol reacts with organic compounds and glows, but the glow is really faint. So? Black light. So you need to make it dark. You have to turn off the lights in order to see it, if anything's glowing.
And that would mean?
That would mean... Rec room. The rec room, yeah! Vi and I raced for the door. Weren't sure what we'd find. We knew where we were going. I had a feeling deep in my gut whatever we found would be the breakthrough I'd been looking for. Hot elevator action. Hot elevator action. Yeah, down arrow, yeah. First try. Hardest trick in the game. Alright. Are we gonna get door skip? Ready to get door skip? I'm telling you, I got door skip. Oh, we have to take that door. It's a few seconds loss. Okay. Rec room. Alright, what are we gonna find? Nothing. What the fuck? What the fuck? Everything in my head ground to a halt. Even after all I'd seen, a room full of corpses had a profound effect. It was such a ridiculous thought that before I could stop myself, I laughed. That laugh made me think, was laughter in this situation a defensive response designed to protect the brain from constant emotional bombardment? They say that right before an animal dies, it feels a moment of comfort. Right before death, the brain releases a huge amount of endorphins into the bloodstream. Pain is only a warning signal meant to help the body avoid death. When death becomes certainty, pain no longer has any use. In fact, that loss of pain can lead to incredible feats on the edge of death. Let's say that two species of animal come under attack from some overwhelming force. All of them are severely wounded and near death. Species A feels pain, and Species B does not. The horrible pain felt by Species A prevents them from moving. Because they feel no pain, some of Species B will manage to drag their wounded bodies to safety and survive. As a result, Species A is eliminated. Only Species B manages to survive. The process of natural selection has been repeated for thousands, no millions of years. All creatures that walk the face of the earth are descended from Species B. I'm no exception. That's why I can look at a room full of corpses and laugh. The genes I've been given by a million years of evolution have changed my fear into ecstasy. I guess this means you and I are the only survivors.
Don't make me keep saying it. Quark's still out there somewhere.
Yeah. You're right. He is still out there. So would that mean he killed them? I mean, you said yourself that there was no way there was a 10th uninvited player out there when Alice was killed. You've also refuted the possibility of Zero Senior being the 10th person. There is no 10th person. The only people alive are you, me, and Quark. That means...
You're being ridiculous. Look at their bodies. There's an axe buried in Kay's back, and the spear has been thrust all the way through Dio's stomach.
Okay.
Do you really think a child Quark's size could do that?
Alright then. Are you saying you killed them?
Are you insane? And just when would I have done that? I've been with you this whole time.
Unless we're gonna go full submarine route and say that one of these peeps is not like the others. One of these peeps isn't actually dead. She was right. After the end of the second round of the AP game, Fi and I hadn't been out of each other's sight. We'd gone through the white door, explored the security office, solved puzzles, all of it together. No, wait. There had been one time. One time when I wasn't watching, when I passed out. A few minutes in the security office when I'd rested on the couch. Although I also find that unlikely, because she literally timed that out with a 4-second... Could she have snuck out then? Rec room and the security office weren't that far away from one another. Ugh. If the round trip took about a minute, and she'd killed them in 4 minutes, the whole thing would have only taken her 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes, huh? Is how long had I been out? No, that wasn't really right. I hadn't really been out. I just felt like everything was being fast-forwarded. All because my mental processing speed had dropped. But how long had I been like that? It only felt like a few seconds to me, but it could have been much longer. And where had something like mental processing speed dropping come from? Hey, what you doing there, Fi?
Checking their bodies like before. I decided to start with Dio.
Find anything?
Yeah. 2 things, actually.
Blue? Oh?
Take a look at this.
Oh, a knife.
Yeah.
There's something engraved on the blade, too. Myrmidons. Is that the name of the manufacturer?
Dunno. It's not a name I've ever heard of before. But look at the handle. You've seen it before, right?
This is the knife that was stabbed into Alice's chest.
Right.
Wait, did Dio take the knife back when he went back to the crew quarters? Did Dio take the knife back, and that's when he found Alice dead? Shit.
From the looks
Well,
of
be
it, I
damned.
guess the blade is about 15 centimeters long. I'd say it's probably about 3 centimeters tall and 3 millimeters wide.
Impressive. I think I've heard those numbers before.
Like, wound cavity, 150 millimeters. Wound length, 30
Oh.
millimeters.
Oh.
Wound width, 3 millimeters.
Oh. Yep. Yeah, that's it. When Luna scanned the old woman's body, those were the numbers it gave us for the wound.
Right, well,
This knife killed the
wound
old
cavity
woman.
would be the depth of the wound. Wound length would be how long it is from top to bottom. And wound width would be how wide the flat end of the wound is. In other words,
Those numbers describe the size and shape of the wound, right?
right.
But if they match, then that means this knife was used to kill the old woman.
Well, I was just eyeballing those measurements, so we can't be sure.
But it's certainly likely. Still, why does Dio have it?
He must have gotten it from Alice.
I know that. What I mean is, why'd he take it? Did he want to destroy the evidence? Maybe he was the one who killed Alice.
That would match up with what we saw.
No, wait. Hold on a second. I'm getting confused here. Alice would have had that knife first, right? She picked it up when she found it wrapped in the handkerchief next to the AB room.
Right.
So Dio took it from her and stabbed her? That's what happened. Why didn't he just take the knife then? She would have left blood evidence? Why leave it there for us to see, then come back and get it later? Would have bled out? And made a mess of his beautiful circus jacket?
Well, we can look into that more later. First, I want you to have a look at something else.
What?
Don't you remember what I said? I found 2 things.
Oh,
There
right.
was the knife and... this.
Oh. Didn't Alice hang on to that too? Hey, this is that key.
What do you mean, that key?
Found it in the Golem Bay. Didn't have any idea what it was for then, though. But Alice said it might be important, so she'd hang on to it, just in case.
So, Alice should have had this, right?
Yeah.
And now Dio's got it.
Yeah.
So when Dio took the knife, he also took Kay's key.
Wait. Kay's key?
Oh man.
Uh.
You couldn't figure it out from the shape?
What do you mean?
Get over here. Picture's worth 1,000 words. Let me show you.
She walked over to Kay's head, knelt down on one knee, pointed to the back of it.
You remember this, right?
Wait, open. Oh yeah. So that's it. It unlocks the suit, right?
Yeah. Let's give it a
Wait.
shot.
Before I had time to prepare myself, Vi shoved the key into the slot, twisted. But... Eh?
It's no good.
Damn,
Can't get it open.
why not?
Maybe the suit is powered, and it needs to be on in order to open. But with this axe in here...
You're saying it shorted the suit out or something?
I think so. At any rate, the key fits perfectly. I don't have any doubt it's for removing Kay's suit.
You think Dio knew that when he took it?
I wonder.
And that was the real motivation for bribing Kay to go through the door? I guess we'll never know what his face really looks like.
Yeah. No way we can get that mask off with our bare hands.
I wonder who he was.
Well, I still haven't checked him over. Let's have a look. Maybe we'll find something that'll tell us who he is.
She'd only been searching a few seconds before she stopped and pulled something out of Kay's robes.
Look.
What is it? Oh,
Spray bottle with luminol in it.
that's the one Tenmyoji had.
Yeah.
Then, does that mean Kay was the one who handcuffed them to the sink?
We don't know yet.
It would make sense if Kay could easily overpower them. Why not?
Kay might have taken the spray from Tenmyoji after he died.
Discovered it, confronted Dio?
It's possible he made it through the white doors before we did, went to the infirmary and got this. Anyway, there's something I want to see. Turn off the lights.
You gonna check for luminol reaction?
Yeah. If Kay used the spray before he died, we might still be able to see it.
There's blood everywhere in here, though.
That's okay. If he didn't spray it, there won't be a reaction from any of it. Come on.
Oh, right.
All right, do it.
Click. Done.
Thanks. Just as I thought. Look, Dio's left wrist.
The inner side of his bracelet is glowing.
Exactly.
But why?
Because there are traces of blood on it.
But why? Whose blood?
We've seen 5 people with serious bleeding.
Take your pick.
The old woman, Alice, Tenmyoji, and these 2 here.
Probably more than one of those is on Dio's
I'm disinclined
wrist.
to think this is Dio or Kay's blood, though. See? If you look, it's been wiped off. Except for the luminol, the bracelet looks clean. Why would someone wipe blood off a bracelet after being hit with an axe or stabbed with a spear, and then spray it with luminol? It doesn't make sense.
And that leaves the old woman, Alice and Tenmyoji.
Right.
Do you remember what Tenmyoji said to us in this room?
Can I see the other side of your bracelets?
Tenmyoji knew something.
Please, just do it.
You think Tenmyoji had figured out that one of the bracelets would have blood on it?
That would have meant he was looking for either Alice's blood or the old woman's.
I wonder which it was.
No idea. But whatever the case, Tenmyoji seemed to think that whoever had this bracelet was Zero Sr.
Just relax, okay? That's all I needed to know.
What?
Neither one of you is Zero Senior.
Are you saying that because there wasn't any reaction from the luminol?
Yeah.
Why would there be blood on... That's specific. What did he figure out? That specific place having blood on it is a key. Oh, wait. You saying that Dio was Zero Senior?
I don't know. The only thing I can say for sure is that there's a possibility that Dio killed the other 6 victims.
And who killed Dio?
Kay, perhaps? After he was attacked, he used the last of his strength.
Another descendant of species B.
Huh?
Don't mind me, that was just my mental monologue. Nothing. Forget about it. Anyway, if Zero Senior was Dio, then...
All of this would be over. This awful game would be over.
An ambidex gate has been opened.
What?
45 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
What? What? What the hell is happening? That's impossible.
Quark.
Quark? Quark opened a gate? How? Why?
Whatever.
What?
We need to get back to the Floor A warehouse. Hurry!
I know. I'm coming. What the fuck? I'm so confused right now. I know I said at the very beginning of this series that I had spoiled myself in some plot stuff, but I have no memory of anything that's happened in this route for at least the past 2 or 3 videos. And I'm just... what? I'm just... what? What is happening? What are we gonna find here? Nothing's here. Damn it! There's no one here. They run off?
Why would they run away?
Hell if I know. How the hell did Quark open an AB gate anyway? Without a star key, you shouldn't have been able to get it open.
He must have taken one from Dio or Kay before we got to the rec room. We know they went through a white door. Remember? We saw the footage in the security office. That means they had a star key just like we did.
But you didn't find one when you searched them.
Right.
Maybe Quark's a suspect after all then. You should write him off just because he's a kid. Maybe he knows how to use a lance or an axe.
That's impossible. You're being an idiot.
Yes, I
It's much
am.
more likely he found the key card after they died.
That is indeed more likely. But... oh, huh. But at this point, I have no clue. Alright, let's go find him.
Any ideas where to look?
No. Nothing. How on earth would I know where he might be?
Well, there's one place I'd like to check out. Come on.
Do you know something I don't? Here. Here. Ah, the room Dio and Kay investigated.
Right. Aren't you curious?
Of course. Besides, Quark might be there.
Yeah.
Alright, let's move. What is behind this door? Go. Director's office. The door says director's office.
Probably belongs to the director.
No. I hope it is one of those chairs.
Chairs?
You know, the folding ones that say director on the back. I've always wanted to sit in one and say stuff like action, or cut, or double decaf chai soy latte now.
And that's what you think we'll find in there?
Yeah. No. Aren't you excited? No.
Well, there could be anything in there. So, no, not really.
I'm not excited. All of our friends are dead, Sigma. Yeah, what if Zero Senior was in there waiting for us?
That would make things easy.
That
We'd
sure
settle
would.
things right now and then get the hell out.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna open it.
You don't need to keep asking me if...
Stop announcing yourself. Okay. What is in here? What is in here? Oh. That's a full-fledged escape room, huh?
There's no one here.
The computer's been turned on.
Yeah. Maybe Dio and Kay did that.
What the hell is this?
A lion.
Is biting.
A sun?
There's a couple input fields for user ID and password.
We probably can't use it unless we know what those are.
Why don't you put something in?
Sure. I'll give it a shot.
Guess
Yeah,
it's
just
what?
as I thought.
What the hell did you type in? Just type in random nonsense?
Might as well forget about this thing for now. We can't get anywhere without a password. Let's see if we can find any other clues. This is the director's office after all. If we turn the place upside down, we're bound to find something. Shall we?
If I turned and headed off toward a bookshelf, leaving me alone next to the desk. I felt compelled to stay, and found myself staring at the screen. A lion biting the sun. A lion biting the sun. A lion biting the sun. Memento Mori. If the ninth lion ate the sun. Remember death. If the ninth lion ate the sun. Could this be the ninth lion? Then, maybe. What is going on here? Memento Mori. Oh my. Remember death. Okay, this is eerie. Memento Mori. Remember death. That's a really terrifying angle. Holy shit. Memento Mori. What are we even seeing? Oh, that's K. Remember death. Memento Mori. Remember. What? Did we break something? Wow, there's still 10 escape rooms we haven't done. Oh wow, we can use control to toggle through those. Error. I have a feeling this is the point where we're locked. Because I legitimately don't think we have this answer. I think if we get back, I think we legitimately don't have this answer. It was no good. I didn't know anything. Still, I couldn't shake the feeling that I'd seen the ID and password somewhere before. Where, though? This has got to be a lock, isn't it?